be making money. Okay, customers are happy smoking cigarettes. So if you sell cigarettes, you make a lot of money. Customers are happy taking drugs. That's why drug dealers make so much money. Customers are happy eating junk food. That's why all these fast food places, make so much money. So my way of teaching is not about making the customer happy. My way of teaching is teaching what I feel is the way. And, the truth of the matter is my way is not in accordance to what makes most customers happy. My way is just the way. And not a lot of people are going to be able to follow my way. And that's why it'd be literally impossible for me to ever make a living from teaching what I have, from teaching what my way of doing things. But nevertheless, I'm going to stand strong and continue to only teach what I think should be taught. I'm not going to change my way of teaching in order to make others happy. Now, in order to do this, I would have to be financed. I would have to be financially stable, and that's the only way it can happen. Alright? When my finances run low, then I might have to search for a job where I'm going to have to make some money, any job, no matter if it's being a police officer, no matter if it's being security or whatever, in order to make money, save money, so I can continue to teach. But that's the way that I'm approaching it. If my wife does, find a job where she does enjoy, and she does bring an income enough to support the family, then I won't have to worry about any of that. I can continue to just teach what I have to teach, not worrying about money whatsoever. Alright, so that's the point that we're at right now. Okay, as far as more about my personal life, we ended up having, me and my wife ended up having 4 kids together, all in a row, and they're aged from 1 all the way up to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 3 boys and 1 girl, and my life is very simple. I've taught my wife to live the way I live. Basically, she is, out of anyone, she's probably the greatest disciple that I've ever encountered in my life. Because I think that's what relationships are. You learn from each other. But as far as like teaching her the way, she has learned the way. She might not be she might not be practicing like fighting techniques, but as far as the mental and the spiritual and the understanding of life, she's got a grasp of that, and she is able to understand my way of living and find joy in this way of living, and this healthy way of living, to the point where she is a really good representation of what I stand for, as far as her lifestyle is concerned and everything. Like I said, we live a very simple life. We find a lot of happiness in doing the most simplest things. And that's what I learned from Eastern philosophy, from martial arts, okay, from meditation. And that's what meditation is. Meditation is being completely in the moment, every moment, and enjoying it to the fullest, okay? Now, when you learn to meditate, you will learn to find joy in the simplest things in life, where you don't need a lot of money to be happy, okay? Most people can only find happiness when they go on vacation, for example. People be like, oh, I need a vacation, I need to go to Hawaii, okay, to be happy. Alright, for me, for my wife, we could be happy holding hands together, walking outside. We could be happy riding bicycles together. We could be happy running together, running by the lake or something. We could be happy going to the library and reading books. We could be happy just watching a free online movie together. Um, we could be happy, or I could be happy just reading a book. I could, I could be happy practicing martial arts. I could be happy lifting weights. She could be happy doing exercising an elliptical. She finds happiness in cooking. I even find peace when I'm cleaning the home, vacuuming, for example. And that's what meditation is. I don't need to go to Hawaii, spend thousands of dollars, and take days and days off of work in order to go to Hawaii to be happy. Alright? The reason why people search for these escapes in order to find happiness is because they have failed to learn how to meditate. They live a life where they're desensitized to everything around them. Everything is bored to them. Everything is just old news. It's like watching, to them, life is like watching the same movie over and over and over again, where they just find no joy. It becomes monotonous, and it's just a drain on their spirit. Okay? And that's why they search to go somewhere new, somewhere they've never been before, in order to find that new high, that new experience, to find that joy that they're missing. Alright? When you learn to meditate, everything becomes new. Okay? You could exercise today and you'll be in joy. Tomorrow you do the same exercise and you'll still be in joy. The next day you do the same thing, you'll still be in joy. Alright? Everything is just new. Everything is just an experience that's cherished. And it takes time to develop to this point. But if you are able to develop to this point, then your life you'll find so much more peace, so much more happiness, and you won't even need much finances. You won't even need much money to basically fulfill your basic needs. Okay? So meaning, if you're able to find joy in activities that don't cost any money, and you live like that day after day after day, then you don't really need much money to survive. One person that lives in meditation can maybe survive off of, say, $20,000 a year. Another person who lives very unwise and very materialistic and just the common over-consuming lifestyle, he could have $10 million in a year and that still won't be enough. He'll be working his whole life away just to stay alive. And that's the thing. I mean, I think that's one of the greatest things that you could ever get out of Eastern philosophy, out of martial arts, as far as the mental training is concerned, as far as the spiritual training is concerned. It could really liberate you from a lot of this struggle, a lot of this pain, the suffering, and disharmony that you feel throughout your life. Alright? This is something where it's hidden away from Western society. You're not going to see this type of wisdom shared through mass media. This is something where it's hidden. This is ancient Eastern concepts that I'm speaking about. And the society will not want you to learn this. Because if you learn this, and more and more people learn this, the economy is just gonna crumble. Because as soon as people realize that happiness is not found from getting more and more money and working harder and harder, then this the economy is gonna have a hard time to generate any type of profit